Alright, let's kick this off by prepping our bell peppers. We're going to need one red, one yellow, and or orange, and a green one. These guys are going to be the base for the color and bold flavors. We're going to char them, which not only gives them the smoother texture, but makes peeling them a breeze. Toss your bell peppers in the air fryer at 400 for about 15 minutes, or until they look like this. Once they are done, pop them into a plastic bag. The steam will loosen the skin, making them easy to peel. I like to wrap them in a towel to keep them warm for longer. Around 20 minutes should do the trick. Now, when I think about green, I think about fresh. In a blender, we are going to add the already peeled and seedless green pepper. Here I also have 2 jalapeños, a handful of cilantro, and the use of 1 lime. Add 1 cup of the pasta water, sodium chloride aka salt, and freshly ground black pepper. We are also going to add just a pinch of cumin and oregano. You can add more cumin if you want to, but cumin could easily take over the other flavors. Before I blend, here I have 2 garlic cloves, which I'm going to add to the pan with olive oil at room temperature. Set the heat to medium and keep mixing constantly. It's all about gently bringing out the garlic's flavor without turning it bitter. And we achieve that by giving the garlic additional time to release its flavors. Once our garlic is nice and golden brown, we remove it from the oil and toss it in the blender with the rest of the ingredients. And now we blend. Blend for long enough so that the texture is smooth and the ingredients are fully mixed. Now, pour that beautiful sauce in the already hot oil and mix. Once it boils, set the heat to minimum and let simmer for about 5 minutes. To thicken the sauce, we could go with cream cheese, but I want to keep that fresh green color, so we are going to temper a couple of egg yolks. This step is way easier than it sounds, trust me. Start by mixing the egg yolks, then take a little bit of your sauce when it is still hot, and little by little and slowly add it to your egg yolks, whisking constantly until it's fully mixed. This gently raises the egg temperature without curdling, giving you that perfect smooth and thick sauce. Add the tempered eggs back, mix well, and let simmer for like a minute. If you want to skip the eggs, no worries, you can always swap in some cream cheese or even tofu for a rich and creamy texture. But don't be afraid of tempering eggs. Now toss in your pasta of preference. I prefer linguine over spaghetti. Look at this, it looks amazing. And the smell is just as good. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of fresh flavored dishes, but these ingredients are super well balanced, and all my days it tastes great. Oh, and I also forgot to top it with grated cheese. Check this out, grilled chicken would go great with this. For the red one, we can get closer to the actual red spaghetti sauce, but the main ingredient is the red pepper. For this one, we are going to blend the peeled and seedless red bell pepper, 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, 1 peeled tomato, which by the way, you can boil for 1 minute or air fry for 15 minutes, and 1 cup of pasta water. Now blend. We are going to caramelize onions. The best way to do it is at low heat for a long time, until they are ready, but we are going to do it at medium heat and they will be great too. Just don't let them burn. In a pan, add olive oil and heat over medium. Finely dice white onions and add it to the oil. Now stir and stir until they look like this. You can keep it going, but this is already good enough for this sauce. Pour your red sauce into the pan, and let's add the spices. For this one, we are adding crushed red pepper flakes, smoked paprika, salt, freshly ground black pepper, dry oregano, and dry basil. Once it boils, we add a tablespoon of tomato paste. This increases umami and balances out the acidity of the sauce. Mix well, and after it boils, let simmer for about 5 minutes. Now, this is not your usual spaghetti sauce. The flavor is very deep and bold, so if you like these kind of flavors, you will enjoy it. To me, it's so damn good, and cheese just goes great with it. I mean, almost with anything, to be honest. I was just going to taste this for the video, but I ended up eating the whole thing. Now, last but not least, and probably my favorite, the yellow one. We are gonna make a curry sauce. Back to the blender. Add your yellow pepper, half tablespoon of curry powder, half teaspoon of turmeric. This is mostly for color, it won't add much flavor. About ½ inch of ginger. You can also use ginger powder. 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, a pinch of cumin, cayenne pepper or red pepper flakes, sodium chloride aka salt, and freshly ground black pepper, coriander, and ½ cup of pasta water. and blend. This color almost looks like mango pulp. It's ridiculous how intense this color looks. Add olive oil to a pan, set the heat over medium, and pour this sauce into the pan. We are also going to add the juice of half a lime. You can use lemon instead if you want to. Mix well and let it boil. Here I will add half a cup of coconut cream, but you can add heavy whipping cream if you prefer. Mix and let simmer for 5 minutes, so the flavors get to know each other. Ay mi madre, I couldn't wait anymore. I don't know you, but this is definitely my favorite one. It's very spicy and flavorful. The coconut cream is just the cherry on top. If there is one out of these three you want to try, you can't go wrong with this one. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. All the ingredients and amounts I use in the description, and as usual, don't forget to taste it, love it, and do it again. See ya in the next one.